Fisayo Ajoke was a slay queen by every right. She was that girl that would walk by and everyone would turn their heads. She knew she was beautiful and she slayed that beauty effortlessly with full confidence. Fisayo was the self-acclaimed CEO of Ajoke Couture Empire, a remote boutique, and she never let a day pass without dropping business motivation online and offline. On Instagram, she was a goddess of the soft life and every picture she posted was a masterpiece, where she was dressed in designer dresses, holding a glass of champagne, smiling in front of luxury cars, or posing at beaches with blue waters that looked like a scene from a travel magazine. However, behind the smiles and the filters, there was a secret life. Fisayo was not the fashion entrepreneur she claimed to be, and she did not own the so-called Ajoke Couture Empire she often bragged about online. In fact, what she truly owned was a sharp mind and a sweet tongue that could melt the hearts of even the most suspicious man. Fisayo lived in a luxury apartment in Ikeja, and her rent alone could feed a small village for a month. Well, her neighbors were always curious. Mama Ireti, the woman who sold food at the estate's gate, was the loudest of them all. Every time she saw Fisayo stepping out, she would whisper to others, "See her, this one does not go to any office. She doesn't own any shop, but every week she gets new wigs, new shoes, new bags. Something is not adding up." One afternoon, Mama Ireti couldn't hold her tongue anymore. As Fisayo strutted past in a gold dress with matching heels, she called out, "Auntie Fisayo, well done oh. I say money they pour your pockets this period. We know they see the business where you they do, but we they see the enjoyment for your body." Fisayo turned with that dazzling smile that could turn a suspicion into admiration. "Mama Ireti, don't worry. When God blesses you, it will shock even your enemies. Me, I'm into international fashion and online consulting. You know, not all business is inside shop. Some of us work smart and not hard." Mama Ireti squinted. Work smart, abi work sweet." Fisayo laughed and waved her hand dismissively. "Mama Ireti, leave that one for me. If you want me to help you set up a small business, I can teach you how to make dollars online. But it's not for everybody. You need wisdom and class." Mama Ireti hissed playfully. "I hear you, slay queen. Just make sure say all this your enjoyment no go turn to wahala." When Fisayo got into her apartment that evening, she dropped her designer bag and collapsed on the plush white couch. Her phone was already vibrating with messages from her clients, and Fisayo smiled slyly. These men were her gold mine. She called them clients, but in reality, they were wealthy men who believed every sweet word she told them. That afternoon, a call came in and she answered it using a voice that was as soft and gentle like honey dripping from a spoon. "Good evening, Mr. Collins. I was just thinking about our last meeting and how you told me about your dream to invest in fashion. Guess what? I have the perfect investment for you. There is this exclusive collection I am bringing in from Paris, limited edition. If you come in now, I will make sure you get double returns by the end of the month." On the other end of the line, the man laughed. "Ajoke, you always sound as confident as what I don't know. Are you sure about this?" Fisayo laughed sweetly. "Sure, darling. I am the queen of sure. You know me. I always keep my word. You trust me, right?" The man sighed happily. "All right. Send me the account details." "Thank you, my love," Fisayo said smoothly. "You won't regret this. And when you see me flaunting the new design, just know it's all for you." She hung up with a satisfied grin and winked. Another one trapped. Her friend Chiamaka, who was visiting, shook her head in admiration. "Ah, Fisayo, this your mouth can sell stone to a blind man. How do you even do it?" Chiamaka asked. Fisayo laughed and sipped her glass of wine. Men like to hear what makes them feel powerful. You just have to learn how to make them believe they are in control when you are the one actually holding the remote. Chiamaka smirked. No wonder you are always posting Dubai pictures. Meanwhile, I am here still waiting for my village boyfriend to buy me one small wig. Fisayo scoffed. Don't wait for men to upgrade you, babe. Upgrade yourself first and they'll follow suit. Later that evening, Mama Ireti told her neighbor Bimpe, "You see, that Fisayo girl, she's not doing clean work. I can smell it. Ordinary Instagram and small online shop cannot buy all those Gucci bags." Bimpe laughed and said, "Mama Ireti, maybe her father is rich. Father care." Mama Ireti hissed. She said she's from Ilorin. Which Ilorin father is buying Chanel bag? Just watch. One day, EFCC will visit her door. But Fisayo wasn't worried about gossip. To her, the world was a chessboard and she was the queen piece moving freely, always 2 steps ahead of everyone else. And so, by the next morning, the bright and confident slay queen everyone admired on Instagram had transformed into the cunning businesswoman that nobody knew existed. Fisayo sat at her glass dining table with her laptop opened in front of her and her phone vibrating constantly. But it wasn't because customers were buying Ajoke Couture Empire products. Oh no, there were no Couture Empire anywhere. What Fisayo truly ran was a smooth talking business empire built on lies, charm, and the weakness of greedy men who thought they were cleverer than everyone else. Her partner in crime was Jasper, a sharp-tongued guy who had fast fingers and faster ideas. Jasper was the brains behind the fake companies and convincing documents, while Fisayo was the honey-coated voice that sealed the deals. They called it consultancy, but everyone who knew the game called it what it truly was: Yahoo business. Jasper called her that morning. "Queen Fisayo, how many chickens have you roasted this week?" Fisayo laughed. "You are counting too small, Jasper. These are not chickens. They are big turkeys. I just made Mr. Collins send 5 million for that fake Paris fashion line. The man practically begged me to take his money. Can you imagine?" Jasper laughed. "This your sweet tongue is dangerous. Sometimes I wonder how you do it. If you call me darling the way you call those men, I might send you my own life savings." "Please, you don't have money," Fisayo teased. "Focus on your face receipts and shipping invoices. I will handle the talking." Later in the day, Fisayo dialed another number. This time, it was Mr. Kingsley, a rich married businessman who believed she was a high-profile fashion importer. She leaned back on her couch and immediately her voice turned soft and hypnotic. "Good afternoon, Mr. Handsome Investor." "Fisayo, you sound like music this afternoon," Mr. Kingsley replied, clearly flattered. "Do I?" she asked playfully. "Well, I have good news for you. And when I say good, I mean the type that makes men smile for weeks." "What is it this time?" he asked eagerly. "You remember the luxury bags we talked about last week? The ones that will sell out in Lagos faster than hot akara on a cold morning. I just secured a special shipment. If you send me the funds by today, I will make sure your profit doubles. You trust me, right?" Mr. Kingsley paused, but her tone had him already hooked. "Of course, I trust you. You are my smart businesswoman. Send me the account number." "Thank you, my love. One day I'll cook you a pot of jollof rice just to say thank you for always believing in me." When she hung up, she couldn't help but laugh. Men, they are too easy to get when you know where to touch their ego. Chiamaka came over that afternoon and collapsed on the couch frustrated. "Fisayo, I don't know how you do it oh. Every time I try to hustle one small politician, it turns to stress. But you, these men just fall at your feet effortlessly." Fisayo laughed. "It's not about shouting or begging, Chichi. It's about packaging. You have to make them feel like they are the smartest and richest men alive. And then you show them a little dream. Sprinkle confidence like pepper and boom, they will hand you the money themselves. Chiamaka looked at her with admiration. You are wicked in a sweet way, but it pays now because you are always flying business class while I am here suffering on public bus. Fisayo winked. Girl, learn to use what you have. My tongue is my biggest weapon. However, later that night, Jasper called with a warning. Fisayo, we need to be careful. The more noise you make online, the closer trouble comes. Keep your head down or one of these men will start asking too many questions. But Fisayo waved her hand dismissively. Relax, Jasper. They are all too busy enjoying my sweet talk to even suspect anything. Besides, when I smile and call them darling, even their brain takes holiday. Jasper nodded but added, just don't get comfortable, Queen. One mistake can end the game. For the longest time, Fisayo's life remained a well-rehearsed performance and she played her role perfectly. She knew how to smile at the right time, how to laugh and make a man feel like he was the funniest person in the world, and how to sprinkle lies sweetly to sound like the truth. One Friday afternoon, Fisayo got a call from Chief Balogun, one of her wealthiest clients. Chief was in his mid-50s, pot-bellied, and he liked Fisayo because she always made him feel important, like a man who was too smart for his age. Fisayo baby, you know that Paris fashion deal you mentioned? I want to see the products myself this time. Send me the address of your showroom. Fisayo froze. Showroom? Which showroom? Her Ajoke Couture empire was nothing more than just a few Instagram pictures and fake catalogs Jasper designed. Fisayo replied with her sweetest laughter. Chief, you are so funny. You know my showroom is under renovation. I'm upgrading everything because my brand is growing so fast. I can't let a man of your status see it when it's not perfect. Chief smiled. That's good. But I am not joking this time, Fisayo. I will come to your place and pick some pieces. Let me call you tomorrow. Her heart skipped. Chief, tomorrow is tough. I'll be at the port supervising the new Paris shipment. You know how those customs officers behave. Let's make it next week, Chief went silent for a while and then he asked, are you hiding something from me? Fisayo quickly switched gears and softened her voice like melted butter. Chief, how can I hide anything from you? You are my biggest investor. Without you, my business wouldn't even have grown this much. You are like a father and a king at the same time. You know I value you. Now, that king word worked magic and Chief started laughing proudly. All right, my baby girl, just make sure I see those Paris goods soon. I trust you. When she hung up, she let out a deep sigh of relief and muttered, this sweet mouth of mine will save me until the day it kills me. Well, that relief didn't last for long because the very next morning, Chief Balogun called again and this time, his tone was dead serious. Fisayo, I've been thinking, that Paris shipment you keep talking about, I want to see proof immediately. Send me pictures of the goods now or I'll pull out my money. Her heart flew off and she immediately called Jasper. Jasper, we are finished though. Chief Balogun wants proof of the Paris shipment. Jasper laughed. Relax, Queen. Give me 20 minutes and I'll create fake videos of a warehouse and send them to you. Just tell Chief to calm down. Jasper, if we survive this one, I owe you an expensive dinner, she said nervously. Hours later, Fisayo went to see Chief Balogun to smooth things over. She walked into his office wearing a fitted red dress and her signature confident smile. Chief, my king, she greeted and bowed slightly. I came to give you a personal update. Your goods are ready. Take a look. She opened her phone and showed him Jasper's fake warehouse video. This will be here next week. You are my top priority, remember. Chief watched the video carefully. You are lucky I trust you, but if this is a scam, Fisayo, she caught him immediately. Chief, look into my eye. Do I look like a girl who would scam the one man who has been my biggest supporter? Never. Chief's frown melted and he laughed. You are too sweet for trouble. Just don't fail me. Now, Fisayo was a queen in every sense of the word, but even queens have weaknesses, and her weakness arrived one sunny Saturday afternoon in the form of Kunle Adeyemi, a tall, calm and handsome young man. Fisayo had gone to an art exhibition in Victoria Island, mainly to take some pictures for her Instagram feed, but Kunle's smile distracted her from her phone. "Hi," Kunle said. "I think we've been standing next to the same painting for 10 minutes. Are you a big fan of art, or you are just pretending for the photos?" Fisayo laughed out of surprise. "What makes you think I'm pretending?" He grinned. "I just saw you take about 30 selfies with the painting. I figured it's either true love or Instagram love." Fisayo rolled her eyes playfully and she put down her phone. "Maybe both. What's your name?" "I'm Kunle, and you?" "Fisayo, but people call me Queen Fisayo." "Queen?" Kunle teased. "That's a bold name. Do you rule somewhere I don't know about?" Fisayo smirked. "I rule everywhere I walk into." Now, that casual conversation turned into coffee after the exhibition, and the coffee turned into late night calls. Fisayo couldn't explain it, but Kunle's genuine personality was refreshing compared to the endless hustle and drama of her life. One evening, Kunle called her. "Fisayo, are you free tomorrow? I would love to take you to this small place I like. They make the best amala in Lagos." "Amala?" Fisayo laughed. "Kunle, you are taking me to eat swallow. I thought you would say some fancy restaurants." He shrugged. "There is no pretense with me, and I want to see the real you too, not the Instagram version of you. Can you handle that?" She paused, feeling both amused and strangely exposed. "Fine. But I am not removing my nails to eat with my hands." "Fair enough," he laughed. The next day, Kunle took her to a local food joint in Yaba and ordered food for both of them. He spent the entire meal making her laugh, and Fisayo found herself talking about things she hadn't told anyone. Her struggles growing up, her dreams of owning several businesses someday, and how she hated being underestimated. "You already have a successful fashion business. Why don't you expand into other businesses now?" Kunle asked. "You are smart and driven. You can do anything you put your mind to." Fisayo looked away uncomfortably. She couldn't tell him the truth that her so-called fashion business was built on lies and fake invoices. When Fisayo told her friend Chiamaka about Kunle, she raised an eyebrow. "Babe, you are falling for him, Abi?" Fisayo groaned. "I don't even know. He's so different. I feel like I can breathe when I'm with him. But if he finds out what I really do, he will run." Chiamaka leaned forward. "Then don't tell him. You think all these good boys want to hear that their girlfriend is hustling rich men and forming online boss lady? Please, hide your secrets and enjoy your relationship in peace." Fisayo sighed. "But Kunle has started talking about marriage as if he's serious. What if he starts digging into my business?" Chiamaka smirked. "Then use your sweet tongue now, babe. You can convince anybody. Are you no longer Queen Fisayo? No man can resist your words." A week later, Kunle asked her again about her business. "Fisayo, I would like to see your office. Maybe I can help with marketing. You know I work in branding." Her eyes widened, but she smiled and quickly said, "My office is under renovation for now. I just moved to a bigger place because my customers are too many. Once it's ready, I will definitely take you there." Kunle nodded and trusted her words. But the lie didn't sit well with Fisayo this time. It felt like a heavy weight in her chest. Her heart was now split in two. On one side were the clients she deceived with her lies, who kept sending her money. And on the other side was Kunle, who believed she was a hard-working and ambitious woman. Every time she looked into his eyes, she felt like a fraud. That night, as she lay in bed, she thought to herself, "Can I really keep up with this life? Or will Kunle find out and hate me like I hate myself sometimes?" Just then, her phone vibrated with a new message from Chief Balogun asking when the Paris goods would arrive. She sighed and tossed the phone away. I beg, all of us na the same. Now who them catch be thief. She ignored him this time and continued with her act until one Tuesday morning. Fisayo was relaxing on her couch in a silk robe, sipping orange juice and checking her Instagram likes when her phone rang. The number was unfamiliar, but she picked up with her usual sweet tone. Hello, this is Fisayo Ajoke. How can I help you? A harsh male voice barked through the phone. You can help me by returning my money, thief! Fisayo froze. Excuse me, who is this? Don't play games with me, Ajoke, or whatever you call yourself. I gave you 5 million naira for that luxury handbag business. Where are my goods? Her mind flew off. It was Mr. Adebayo, one of her new clients. A man who had been particularly impatient. She hadn't expected him to call this aggressively, but she activated her honey voice and tried to soothe him. Mr. Adebayo, calm down. Your goods are on the way. There's been just a small delay at the port. You know how customs are. I would never cheat you. But the man wasn't convinced, so he threatened. If I don't see my goods by Friday, I swear I will go online and expose you. Do you know who I am? She swallowed hard. Please, sir, let me call you back. I will give you updates by this evening. As she ended the call, she held her head. Oh God, trouble has entered. She immediately called Jasper. Jasper, we are finished. Mr. Adebayo is threatening to expose us. Jasper's voice was calm as always. Relax, Queen. This clients like to shout, but they are still greedy. Just promise him a discount on the next deal and send him fake tracking details. Trust me, he will wait. Fisayo rubbed her temples. You keep saying relax, relax. One day, all these lies will land me in serious trouble. Then you need to decide, Fisayo, Jasper declared. Are you ready to quit this life, or do you want to keep enjoying the soft life? Because there is no middle ground. Fisayo sighed and shook her head. I can't go back to being broke, Jasper. Not after tasting this kind of money. That evening, while having dinner with Kunle, her phone vibrated with multiple notifications. At first, she ignored them, but when she opened Instagram, her chest broke into two. Someone had posted a video of her in Chief Balogun's office, convincing him to invest in her Paris shipment. The caption read, "This is the so-called Ajoke Couture Queen scamming men with fake businesses. Be careful." The video had already gone viral. People were sharing it, mocking her and calling her a slay queen scammer. Kunle, who had been scrolling through his phone, saw the video too. He frowned and asked her, "Fisayo, what is this?" Fisayo stammered, It's nothing. Someone is just trying to ruin me." "Nothing?" Kunle's voice rose at this point. "This man is calling you a scammer. Are you really into all these fake businesses?" Fisayo almost choked. She tried to smile but failed. "Kunle, please, let me explain." "Explain what?" "Wait. All your luxury life is built on lies. You've been deceiving everyone, including me." Fisayo started to cry. "Kunle, I never wanted you to find out like this. I wanted you to see me as a woman who could make something of herself. I am not proud of what I do, but..." Kunle stood up and pointed at her. "I don't even know who you are, Fisayo." By the next morning, Fisayo's name was already everywhere. Blogs posted her pictures and Instagram trolls mocked her with comments like, "So, this is how you bought all your wigs, scammer queen. Paris shipment my foot. Go and sell puff puff at the junction." To make matters worse, Mama Ireti stood outside the gate shouting that very day, "I said it oh, didn't I tell you people? All the slay queens with no shop, just big phone and fake accents. God has caught her." Fisayo stayed indoors hiding from the world, and Chiamaka came over later to console her. "Babe, this is bad though. That video is everywhere. Even my auntie in Owerri has seen it." "Chichi, what do I do now?" Fisayo asked. "If Kunle leaves me, I will lose the only good thing in my life." Chiamaka sighed. "You need to tell him the full truth. If he loves you, maybe he will forgive you. But if you keep lying, then this whole thing will swallow you." Honestly, Fisayo didn't even know how to go about it as Kunle had stopped answering her calls. For 3 days, he ignored every text and voice note she sent. Fisayo couldn't take it anymore, so she showed up at his office unannounced. She waited for him at the corner of the gate, and when she saw him coming out, she approached him. Kunle, please, we need to talk. Kunle looked at her coldly. Talk about what, Fisayo? That you've been living a lie? That you've been deceiving not just me but everyone? Kunle, I know I made mistakes, she cried, but I was going to quit. I wanted to change. I just didn't know how to tell you. Didn't know how, he snapped. You had all the time in the world to tell me the truth, but you let me believe that you were this hard-working businesswoman. Do you know how foolish I feel now? Fisayo reached for his hand, but he pulled away. Kunle, I love you. You are the only good thing in my life. Don't let this destroy us. He stared at her for a long moment and then said, Fisayo, I don't even know who you are anymore. And with that, he walked away. Just when Fisayo thought things couldn't get worse, she called Jasper the next morning and his number was switched off. At first, she assumed it was just a network issue, but by afternoon, she got a text message from an unknown number. Queen, I have gone underground though. EFCC is asking questions. Don't call me. Stay low. No, this can't be happening. She tried calling again, but nothing. Panic gripped her. Jasper was not just her partner in crime. He had all their clients' money with him. He was the engine room of their business. Later that day, Chiamaka came over and found Fisayo pacing like a mad woman. Chichi, Jasper is gone. He has vanished with all the money. Chiamaka's eyes widened. This one has turned to African Magic Part 2. What are you going to do now? I don't know, Fisayo cried. If EFCC comes for me, I am finished. As if life wasn't already cruel, Mama Ireti took the drama to a new level. She stood outside Fisayo's apartment with her megaphone voice and shouted, I said it all. Did I not say it? All the slay queens that claim to be online business women. EFCC will soon carry her. Watch and see. The neighbors gathered and began gossiping. Fisayo peeped from behind the curtains and felt like the world was laughing at her. Chiamaka frowned. Should I go out there and tell them to shut up? No, leave them alone, Fisayo muttered. They are not the ones I am scared of. It is EFCC. The next day, Fisayo got a call from Mr. Adebayo, the man who had been impatient. He said sharply, Ajoke, I gave you my hard-earned money and you think you can joke with me? If I don't get my goods or my refund by tomorrow, I will drag you to EFCC myself. I have already spoken to my lawyer. Fisayo's chest tightened. Please, Mr. Adebayo, just give me 2 more days. The goods are almost... Shut up. Do you think I am a fool? Tomorrow, Ajoke, or your sweet queen life will end. He hung up. Fisayo dropped the phone and stared blankly at the wall. She had no money to refund because Jasper had run off with most of it. And for the first time in her life, Fisayo realized that her sweet tongue couldn't save her from everything, and she was officially in ruins. Later that afternoon, there was a knock on her door. Fisayo froze and her heart started pounding. Could it be EFCC? Slowly, she tiptoed to the peephole and almost fainted. It was Kunle. She opened the door and faced the ground. Kunle, you came. Kunle looked at her indifferently. Can I come in? She nodded and stepped aside. Her apartment looked different now. It was still beautiful, but it was now messy with shopping bags scattered everywhere and empty wine bottles on the floor, which was a clear reflection of her crumbling life. Kunle sat down while she stood. Kunle, I know I hurt you, she began. I'm sorry I lied. I didn't know how to tell you the truth because I didn't want you to see me as worthless. Kunle sighed. Worthless? Fisayo, you think money and luxury make someone valuable? Not at all. It is honesty, good character. That is what I fell for in you. Or would I say what I thought I saw in you? Tears covered her face. I want to change, Kunle. I am tired of this life. It is all lies. And I can't even sleep at night. I don't care about Instagram or these fake people anymore. I just want a fresh start, with or without you. For the first time, Kunle's face softened. If you really mean that, then you need to face your mess and fix it. Stop running. That night, Fisayo stayed up thinking about what Kunle said. Chiamaka tried to talk her out of it. Babe, are you mad? You want to refund all these clients? Do you have that kind of money and you want to go to EFCC yourself? You will just be digging your own grave. Fisayo shook her head. Chichi, I can't live like this anymore. If they come for me, I will end up worse. It is better I face it myself now and confess everything. Maybe God will give me a second chance. Chiamaka stared at her as if she was crazy. Ha, you have changed though. Kunle don't wash your brain. Fisayo laughed weakly. Maybe I need my brain washed. And so, the next morning, Fisayo called Mr. Adebayo. Sir, I don't have your goods, but I will refund what I can. I will also give you the names of everyone involved in the business. I am done with this life. Mr. Adebayo was shocked by her honesty and agreed to meet her. With Kunle's help, she sold off some of her luxury items, her bags, her shoes, and even her car to gather enough to refund part of the money. And he also drove her to the meeting. When she handed the money over, Mr. Adebayo was still angry, but he grudgingly said, at least you are not completely heartless. 1 week later, news spread that Jasper had been arrested. His name and face were all over the blogs, tagged as the leader of a fraud ring. Fisayo was called in for questioning, but because she cooperated and gave information on the scams, she was spared from jail time. This was her second chance, and she knew she couldn't waste it. Kunle supported her all through the way, and months later, she started the first ever real business she had ever done in her life. She went to Yaba and selected some thrift clothes, washed them clean, ironed them and advertised them on Instagram. She didn't expose her face this time around. She just got a mannequin and used it as her model. The business wasn't as flashy as her old life, but it gave her peace of mind, so she managed it. One evening, as she arranged new dresses for delivery, Kunle came by and smiled when he saw her packing the orders. You've changed, Fisayo. At least now you can proudly call yourself a fashion entrepreneur. I am proud of you. She looked at him and sighed. It wasn't easy, Kunle, but I don't want to go back to who I was. Kunle held her hand. Maybe this time we can start again. No lies. Fisayo smiled. No lies. Thank you for watching the story. Kindly share your thoughts about the story with me in the comment section. Give the story a thumbs up and share the story out with your loved ones. Subscribe to this channel if you've not done so by now. Until I bring another story your way. Bye!